this video is intended to walk you through the basic process of building your iSearch. It's not going to talk about writing the paper, but I am going to talk about how to organize your research and collect everything in the places that I want so that I have transparency, I can see what you're up to, and that everything is organized well. So through this, we're going to be leaning pretty heavily on the write-up for the process. So we've got stuff that you want to do in Classroom and stuff that you want to do within Google Drive. So actually, let's fix that right now. It says Google Drive. And then everything inside of that is made in folders for Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to put that away, and we're going to look at how to do that. In my browser here, you can see I've got some tabs open. I've got Google Drive, I've got Classroom, and the school's website, and then an article and Noodle Tools. So I'm going to take you through the basics of like working through one article. So I made a folder called iSearch, and I clicked on sharing to make sure that people, you just right click on it, share, and then you say get shareable link right there, and it just copies it to you, and it says right there that anybody from Antioch can view it, and that's what we want. I don't want to mess with it, I just want to be able to see it. So now once that's there, I'm going to show you how to give me a link in an essay that will, when the essay's written, then you just copy the link to me. So we've got that. Within that, let's make the folders. So make new folder. Any folder inside a shared folder is automatically shared. So the first one you need is source materials. And this is for articles, websites, PDFs, that kind of stuff. You can break it down even smaller than that if you want. But let's say we've got an article, which we do. Whenever you find an article that you want to copy everything in it, just in case it disappears. So I'm selecting all that, Control-C, and I go back here and make a new one, create a shared folder. That's wanting it shared. Yes, that's great. Paste it all in, Command-V or Control-V, depending on what you use. There we go. Oops, I did it twice. So I can do it once. So artificial brains are imminent not. And there, we've got our title for the document. So we can find that. Now we can find it whenever we want to. The URL is already in this document. If the URL isn't given to you, then just copy it from there and paste it in. So now you've got your document there. Incidentally, I got this from Opposing Viewpoints, which is an awesome source because it's designed for students. So everything that's in there is legitimate. It's not from some dude's basement. It's a real thing. And it also gives you the citation right at the very bottom of it. So if you see that, if you scroll all the way down, it goes past all the other things you can read on the subject and then goes to source citation. So if you were going to make a bibliography entry, you can just copy that right in. Okay, so we just made, oops, we should have put that into source materials. That's fine. It's in source materials right there. You also want a folder called presentation materials. And that's for collecting your pictures and videos and stuff like that for your final website. So you're not going to use that for a while. But if you do notice things that'll be good for your website, just chuck them in there. So source materials, we've got our article, and that's open up. Let's say we're going to now start breaking that article down into usable details, okay? So we go to Noodle Tools, and here's my sample iSearch project. And research what can artificial intelligence do for me? That's my question. As I get better, that's a pretty lame research question, but I'm just trying to fill in some boxes for you guys right now. So you can see my to-do list there is checked off. I've got my works cited note cards. Let's get rid of the fake works cited entry that I made earlier today when I was showing you how to do this in class. We'll make one that's a little bit more legit. All right. So we've got this article, and remember we said that with Opposing Viewpoints, the whole source citation is right there. So we go back to Noodle Tools, and our very first step is to go to our bibliography page, create citation. We have to tell it what kind we want. We'll call this a website, although because I'm just going to copy and paste the citation in, it doesn't really matter. If you've got a full citation, it doesn't matter what you say it is. Telling it what it is just to give you the right boxes to fill in. In this case, we're just going to say copy and paste the citation. And we paste it right there. And it's perfect. So, I think, did I? Yeah, okay. So that's there, and then we do the annotation once we've read the whole thing. So let's just submit it for now. And then when I do the annotation after I've read the article, I hit edit, I bring up all that stuff again, and I can type in my annotation. Now, let's see. If you want to actually manually add the stuff in, then just use it like any other kind of citation wizard. So now let's talk about how the note cards work. So we're reading the artificial brains are imminent not. And then this one is a featured thing, so it actually gives you some points to think about. Let's say we just want to use this quote here. So we copy that, and we go to Noodle Tools, and we go to New to make a note card from this article. And we'll call it Implausible Brain. And the whole article is about how we're not going to really make a new brain anytime soon, right? So Implausible Brain, and it says that it's linked to my source. There's the quote that's in the direct quotation box. And then if I have thoughts about shows that even the arguments, or it doesn't necessarily show it, but it says that even the arguments in favor of artificial brain don't make sense. We save it. And then we've got that note card there. Then the note cards view this is where once we've made a bunch, and you got to make 50 of these little buggers, this is where you can start to take these notes out and organize them. So Implausible Brain, when you hover over it, it shows you what's in it. You can take it somewhere. We can stack these on top of each other. If we want, we can make a pile, but I don't because one's about nanobots and the other one's about the Implausible Brain. And what you'll get is all these guys that you can organize into whatever kind of format you want. And then you make your outline over here, topic, artificial intelligence, and intro, and we can make another plus here and move it over to the left so there's another part of there, unless if it's here, then it shows that the subtopic is part of the intro, which it actually really is. We should just break that down. But maybe we'll just add another subtopic, so we'll talk about artificial brain. And the first one, maybe we want to put in about how it doesn't make any sense, so we drag that in. And this is all preview stuff within the intro. So body one, we'll take that. Yeah, so that's how the outline kind of works in a nutshell. Last thing I'm going to show you. You go to composition. This is how to share your folder with me, okay? So iSearch Rough Draft, you open that up. You make a document. And the document, and you can do that. I can't do it on your screen, but basically the document that you make and that you attach to that thing is, where's my iSearch thing? Right here. Just make a new document, and you make it through Classroom. We'll call it, what do I want to, materials. So the document's called materials, and all that it has in it is the shareable link to this folder. And then because I have the document, then I'll be able to use that link. So get shareable link, done, materials, right there. It's already, you can turn that into a link to make it really clear, hit the K, then it's good to go. So as long as you've attached that document to your classroom assignment, then it will, I'll have the link to it, and I'll be able to see all your folders and all that stuff too. All right, so hopefully that's a little bit of a start in the right direction. If you need help, come talk to me. I know it's a lot. We'll get there. We've got some time.